Hey guys, do you wanna take a look at a fairly old magazine? Maybe is that something that might interest you? I managed to get my hands on a few old magazines, and I kept some of them, thinking that I personally want to look through them, and I might bring you guys all with me. So what I thought we might take a look at today is this guy here. So this is a Scale Auto Enthusiast. It is number 104 from August 1996. And it has a feature article here that chronicles the 3 different kits available that are fresh to the market for the brand new for model year 1997 Ford F-150. So there's 3 separate kits that came out from 3 manufacturers. Well, at the time they were 3 separate manufacturers. They aren't anymore. But yeah, let's flip this all around and we'll take a little look through the Scale Auto Enthusiast Retrospective. All right, so let's take a look at the inside of the magazine. Slide over here. Hopefully the lighting isn't too bad as I center this for you all to be able to read it with me. All right. Scale Auto Enthusiast, even more low-buck high-tech tips. F-150 1997 Ford pickups, Lindbergh, Revell, AMT Ertl, how they stack up. Plus pickup kit history. Ooh, cool. Events, NNL East and lower left coast, plus readers' models from around the world. August 1996. I would have been 12. Mountain State Hobby Supply. I don't know if they're around anymore. Okay, so we got that kit history here. Looks like it's mostly just the AMT ones. 46. Let's see, I wonder who wrote these. Gary Schmidt. Ooh, a color ad. Monogram. Scale mail. Ooh, authorized by Team Viper. The first model crafted with fiberglass reinforced resin technology. Oh, interesting. Who's that? Oh, Brookfield. Okay. Brookfield Collectors Guild. Hobby Heaven. Strictly stock. Chabot Dry Transfer. Oof, they're not around anymore. Oh, I just kind of ripped it a little bit. Ah, dang. Short Takes. Oh, cool. Danbury Mint. 58 Chevy Apache. Corvette kits. Mustang. Great finishes start. Pro Modeler by Monogram Paint. I never knew about that. You guys have been keeping secrets from me. I wonder whatever happened to that stuff. Tips and tech. Model Roundup. Picture the happiest man in the world. Look at that. Items of interest. Ooh. There's some cool stuff. Ross Gibson engines. Oh, wow. R.I.P. Ross. Dig it. Missing Muscle. 68 Buick GS. Ford or third scale boats. Exposed. The secret is out. NNL East is one of the top model car events in the country. And it still is. Rick Hanmore. Cool. Da-da-da. Let's keep going. I don't want to make it a ridiculously long video again. Oh, Charlie Rowley. Seagrave Anniversary Special. I was actually recently talking to Charlie about these. Best of the East and West. Low and to the left. Lower Left Coast Model Car Contest. Cool. Best of the West, Western Star. Enthusiast galleries, models from around the world. Mexico, Sverige, Aotearoa, New Zealand, Brazil, England, and Pennsylvania. Low buck, high-tech detailing. Okay, let's keep going. Killer Bee, 1970, Dodge Super Bee. Sketchpad, Eldorado Broham, Brad Leisure. All right, here we go. Ford Tough Competition, comparing the 1997 Ford F-150 glue kits by Chuck Karuklis. Interesting. All right. So the AMT only released this kit like the once and never again. And I don't really know why. One thing that is interesting to note is also with the AMT kit, the box art shows a photo of the real truck, obviously, and it shows a long bed. And the Revell shows a regular cab long bed, and the Lindbergh is a regular cab short bed 4x4 style side bed. But the actual kit of that AMT ended up doing is a short bed. And I think it's the only version of the regular cab wide short bed. And also, if memory serves, that Revell, well, they ended up doing the extended cab later on. Round 2 I say recently, within the last few years, has reissued the Lindbergh kit. And I don't know why they haven't reissued this one. I wonder whatever happened to that. So, all three versions of the 4.6-liter Triton V8 engine are well detailed right out of the box. Revell's version, right, has the most detail, while Lindbergh's assembly, center, is the easiest to build. AMT Ertl's engine features separate ignition modules for each head and has the most accurate cam covers. So if you don't know about these, so this was the introduction of the modular engine family to the F-Series for 1997, and these are coil near plug engines. They don't have distributor. They have a coil pack for each engine bank, and it's overhead cam, single overhead cam for each engine bank. Lindbergh's chassis lower left represents a four-wheel drive setup, while the AMT Ertl top and Revell lower right assemblies are two-wheel drive units. Revell's chassis differs from AMT Ertl's in length. The former is meant for a standard cab long bed or an extended cab short bed, and the latter works as a standard cab short bed. AMT Ertl's front suspension is also posable. Oh, that's neat. Ford Tough Competition. AMT Ertl's interior left comes with the only bench seat and offers the defroster detail that is lacking in the other two kits. The Revell interior, right, features well-detailed separate door panels, grab handles, and armrests. The Revell and Lindbergh interiors include gauge decals, and the Lindbergh kit has molded-in gauge detail as well. Also of note, and I didn't even look underneath. Yeah, so some other things that I notice. The Lindbergh one is the only one with the 4x4, so you can see the transfer case there. Both the AMT and the Ertl, my bad. The AMT and the Revell kits are automatics, which would be the 4R70 transmission. And then the Lindbergh kit has a 5-speed, which would be, I believe that is the M50D. I've actually owned a few of these trucks in the real world, so flooding back some memories. So we see here the Lindbergh kit in the middle. We have our manual shift lever and the 4x4 select lever because it has four-wheel drive on the floor. The other option for the automatic shifting 4-wheel drive, there was a knob on the dash under. So here's our infotainment stack, and then there's a vent on each side of it here, and then the 4-wheel drive knob would be under there, right there under that vent. And then over here there's a little switch underneath this vent that you stick your key in, and you can turn the passenger side airbag on or off if you have a car seat in the front passenger side. Only in the pickups. Only in the regular cab pickups. If you had an extended cab or if you had an expedition, you didn't have that switch because you're not supposed to put kids in the front seat. Snap judgment. Evaluating AMT Ertl's Snapfast Plus F150 4x4 extended cab kit. For those seeking a good-looking truck that is easy to build, AMT Ertl's Snapfast Plus Ford F-150 fits the bill. The extended cab unit presents many interesting kit-bashing opportunities. Okay, so something else that I forgot to mention. And I'm sure it mentions if I was to actually read this, but if I read all of this, you're going to end up with an hour-long video again. The Revell and AMT Ertl kits are both XLT. Well, so the Revell says it's XLT. The AMT, it could be either an XL or an XLT. Actually, because it has a bench seat, it's probably an XL. The Lindbergh kit is an STX. And you can tell by the way that it is. So the XL and the XLT had the chrome grille surround with the bars. The STX trim package had the body color grille surround and the mesh grille. The Lindbergh kit also has fog lights, which these other two do not. And then if we go look at the Snap kit, it is also an STX. So we have the body colored grille surround. Get a little pointer here. We have our body colored grille surround and the mesh grille, and then these wheels were also on the STX package only in 97. So we got an extended cab short bed. Oh, do any of these have the funky 97 only exhaust? Doesn't show on this one. Yes, they all do. So for 97, possibly 98, I can't quite remember. But for whatever reason, Ford had this wacky idea of putting the exhaust exiting in front of the rear wheel on the passenger side. And that proved to be not very popular. So shortly after introduction, the following model year, I think it was either for the 98 model year or the 97 model year, the exhaust was extended to come out the back behind the rear wheels. So the Revell kit, when it was converted to, or when they did the extended cab version, I think they corrected that. Oh, also the Revell version has a chrome Revell lower right has a spare tire that the wheel is the exact same as the other four, which is not correct. The Lindbergh one is the most correct. The AMT, it's hard to tell. Okay. And then this one here, everything's molded in. And I think the exhaust does exit here on this kit. I have versions of all of these. And being that this is the 96 release of these kits, and this magazine's from 96, the other versions didn't exist yet. So the Revell, like I said, would later be an extended cab, flare side bed, and then they did the Harley Davidson edition, and they updated the front end for the Harley Davidson style. And then, somewhat related, tangentially, Revell also ended up doing an Expedition. I had one of those too. All right. Ooh, get more into it here. Revell includes newly tooled Goodyear Wrangler RTS tires and nice but incorrect for two-wheel drive 17-inch aluminum wheels, right, for the Ford. Lindbergh provides its interpretation of the same wheels and tires, left. AMT Ertl supplies factory-optional Wrangler ATs on accurate version of Ford's 16-inch 5-spoke aluminum wheels, not steel wheels shown on the box. Interesting. I did not know about that. Like I said, the AMT Ertl kit is rare. You don't see it very often, and it was only ever out that once. A 25th scale style side long bed pickup. Revell's model looks right if the builder cuts off the floor pan's mounting pins prior to attaching the cab. The bed is a single piece unit with a separate non-functioning tailgate. Lindbergh's 4x4 short bed flare side pickup is the easiest of the three kits to build. The lack of side window molding detail is a bit disturbing. Tell us how you really feel, Chuck. But adding styrene strip moldings improves its looks. This kit also features a body-colored bumper and blacked-out mesh grille, because it's an STX. While AMT Ertl's standard cab and style side short bed look highly accurate, both the cab and bed suffer from fit problems. Once tweaked, however, the model sits right and looks good. Cool. Let's look at bashing options. You may want to consider Lindbergh's bed parts with the AMT Ertl glue kit for a two-wheel drive flare side. Lightning, anyone? Adapting Lindbergh's brake detail parts for use with the 6-spoke wheels and AMT Ertl Snap Fast Plus kit might make for an interesting variation. Just remember to file the added fender flares from the bed pieces. Oh, right, because the Snap kit and the Lindbergh are four-wheel drive, and starting in 97, and I think, well, up until today, probably, four-wheel drive F-150s had an extra little fender flare, which you can see, probably hard to see on the white one, but if we compare the blue and the red ones, you can see there's an added fender flare here, and that's not here on this red version. And on an STX, I don't think those were body color. I think they'd be the same matte black as the steps here. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, that should be painted black, because that is an opening in the grille, or in the bumper, sorry. Oh, Revell will be offering an extended cab flare side version later in the year. That kit will almost certainly use the same frame as the current offering, and will come with the same two-wheel drive suspension. So maybe you'd like a two-wheel drive extended cab smoothie fashioned from Revell's running gear and AMT Ertl snap body. Or maybe you'd want to use Revell's frame and Lindbergh's running gear to bring an edge to the snap kit. How about a style side short box 4x4 built by blending Lindbergh's engine and running gear with the rest of the AMT Ertl's glue kit? Then you could swap wheels and tires between the AMT Ertl and Revell kits and correct both models in one fell swoop. Mixing up either the Lindbergh or the AMT Ertl snap body colored grille with the AMT Earl Glue Kit's non-fog lamp front bumper would also result in a factory correct distinction for an F-150 bashing project. Cool. All right. Ford Pickup Chronicles, a kitology of full-size Ford pickup, 60 to 97. Kitology. I prefer genealogy. Thank you very much. What do we got here? So we have the AMT. Well, it was 57 to 63 that they did them. Although it was, or was it only 60? I could have swore there were like 57, 8, 9 promos. I think they was. So, since this, it's kind of funny and kind of sad at the same time. Since this article was written, there hasn't been any more other kits really than these variations. I mean, we do have the brand new tooled version of the 60 and the 63 from round 2 in the past couple of years. We still have this kit, the 73 through 79 F-Series in the form of the Macho Machine Superstones Firestone kit. This is the current incarnation. And then for the 80 to 86, we have, well, the 6-wheeler was recently reissued. These two have not been seen in, well, forever. Well, this was only issued the once, and I think this one was reissued in the early 90s. And this has been reissued by Revell recently. High Roller has not. Hint, hint, that might be coming soon. Another kit that hasn't really been seen a lot, the 92 to 96 style. So the Lightning's been reissued recently, and the Flare side. But I think the long bed is gone. So we had 2 glue kits of the long bed and a Snapfast kit that was an unassembled promo. Yeah. I don't think those are around anymore. These are still around and reissued now and again. The only 2 kits of the 87 to 91 style. And then we have our monster trucks. So, an interesting little sidebar that I discovered during conversation with Matthew Inman, because he has these kits. So these 2 versions of the Bigfoot, we got the 87 to 91 body style, and then the 92 to 96 body style. And these, believe it or not, are actually modifications of this kit. They're not what you would expect in that they're modifications of this one. Oh no. They use the same the same basic chassis plate and inner bed structure as these kits, with the same funky wheelbase, because this is the Super Camper Special. And yeah, so it has the monster truck suspension, because also not included in here, there are 2 other monster truck versions. So there's a monster truck version of the 79, and then there's another version of the 87 to 91. So it has the Bigfoot monster truck suspension and wheels, new body panels, and a new cab. But everything else is the same. It even uses the same engine block and transmission, chassis plate, inner bed structure. It's weird. Then these 2 here are the same as this kit from Monogram, just with the 4-wheel drive suspension, the monster truck added. And now we have these new versions. The AMT hasn't been seen since. The Lindbergh, that's been reissued several times. There's the other version that Lindbergh did that has the light bar and the different wheels and tires. A Revell version that's been reissued a time or two with the extended cab. And then this, I think this was reissued once by when Racing Champions RC2 owned AMT Ertl, and it was just like, these are promos, basically unassembled promos, and they still had a bunch of promo stock, so they reissued it then. What else we got here? Oh, Venomad. Interesting. Phoenix Model Company. Not in Phoenix, it's in Brooksville, Florida. Go figure. Bench Racer. Galaxy Limited. Oh. Bench Racer. Bench Racer. Bench Racer. Light Commercial. Oh, here we go. We got a version of the F-150 in here. Look at that. Here's a what-if police vehicle project based on an AMT Ertl Snapfast Plus kit. This in the works Texas Department of Public Safety 97 F-150 features wheels from Scale Squads, decals from Chimneyville Hobbies, and a light bar from Fred's Custom Models. Cool. Light Commercial, Scale Auto Supply, Forum 43 for 43rd Scale, Southside Hobbies, Terre Haute, Indiana, Truck Stop, Evan Hermel. Ooh. Oh, interesting stuff in there. Oh, converter dolly. I hate converter dollies. They are such a pain in the butt to move around. Truck Stop, Truck Model World. Interesting. Oh yeah, I thought so. That's a UK magazine. Detroit Area Auto Modelers. Coming events. Oh, that's model car events. The ad section. Classified ads. Wanted. What is this? 2 motors inline. 10th scale small block Chevy. Ha! Interesting. Never heard of that before. Valley Plaza Hobbies. Back issues. And that's it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed following along with this version of the Scale Auto Enthusiast Retrospective. Take a look back and see what everybody thought of the 97 F-150 kits when they came out. So, if you liked what you saw, you could, press the like button, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your enemies. If you didn't like what you saw, you don't have to do anything. I won't hold it against you. It'll just be our little secret. But you got this far anyway, so your views count. So, thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you around next time.